alphacrimsonweave is one of the most, if not the most hardest character to master in Punishing Grey Raven, in my opinion. Now, I know a lot of you guys would probably just say Alpha is just so brain dead, just follow the rotation and should annihilate everything in the game. Well, you know what? That might be true, and you can click off this video if you don't want to give a fuck on how to play Crimson Weave. You could probably kill a PPC boss within 30 seconds with Alpha, or maybe you can reach zone 15 in Warzone. But have you wanted that you could have done better? What makes such a difference between you and the top modders? Well, if you really want to get better with Crimson Weave, or you just simply want to push Crimson Weave to her limits, then you've come to the right place, because this video isn't just for the newbies of PGR, it's for the modders. So, if you're new to the PGR community, or you just simply don't know how to play Crimson Weave at a basic level, I recommend you to check out Rexland's video, or Spider2b's video, before you've come to watch mine. Now, I would like to talk about some of the niche and tiny details of Crimson Weave before we dig deep. So, first of all, the core quick charge. As you all know, charging up the core is by holding down the dodge button. During the charge, you hear two sounds, indicating if your gauge is half charged or fully charged. But here's the thing, the sounds are appearing quite early than the gauge reaching those points. So the reason for this is because when you release a core, the game actually gives you additional gauge meter before you release the core. So what I'm talking about is that we could release our dodge button earlier, but we can still have a full gauge core. So you can see, obviously I stopped way before the gauge heat fully charged, and I still can get a fully charged core. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is getting orbs for Alpha's self-rotation. So before 21's new frames comes out, we'll be soloing with Alpha all the time without switching. Soloing with Alpha itself is not that hard, but when it comes to DPS and overall damage, it isn't efficient enough to just keep spamming core and the leap attack, since you only have a low number on leap attack. So we'll need to ping orbs, for more damage on the leap attack. But sometimes we'll run out of orbs, obviously, and we need some methods to keep us economically rich on orbs. So we'll be using a lot of basic attacks. So interestingly, Alpha has a lot of basic attacks in her damage set, including the leap attack itself. You can see that it just gave us 2 orbs. That was a deadline. Another thing is sword waves. You can see it also gives us a lot of orbs. And if you somehow still run out of orbs, you could do sword wave and the leap attack together, just like this. That just gave us 4 orbs, which is way more. And other than that 2 methods, obviously we still have a lot of different variations on how we can get orbs with Alpha. For example, the bike itself can help us get 1 orbs, because the bike itself is a much faster version of the core, and that just reduces our time on basic attack, so we only got 1 orb. So the other thing we can do is sword wave then bike, just like this. That just gives us 3 orbs, I think. So there's a lot of combinations, whether you're gonna use sword waves, the leap attack, or the bike. There are a lot of methods you can get orbs. So, another thing I want to talk about is the leap attack and how to not mess up it with the following up attack of a free ping. So normally, if you do a free ping, you have this follow-up attack, which is really annoying. This follow-up attack is similar to Ferris core. Now I need to set it up first. If you do your ult and you're trying to do the leap attack, you see that stupid follow-up attack just saved for so long that it interrupts my leap attack, and we do not want that to happen. So what we can do is we could hold basic attack way before the animation ends, and this will guarantee that your leap attack will be executed immediately. So, and you can skip that stupid following animation. Well, another thing I want to talk about before we head to the Warzone and the PPC is that you should be doing a 3 ping before you do your second ult. As you know, charging a core takes a really long time, so if you could do a 3 ping before your ult, you immediately have half the gauge and you can charge it really quickly. So, after we've talked about the details of Crimson Weave, I think we can move on to Alpha's rotation now. So for Alpha's rotation, ideally you would want to have Pharah first, because for the shred and her banner, you do a free ping, then you ult. For the rotation, we have to build that up first, so we just do a simple rotation now. So here's where the rotation starts. So you ult, a 3 ping, sword wave, you leap attack, you need another 3 ping, and you ult. Probably not the best case, because normally you would need another 3 ping before you enter another rotation, because you need a faster core charge. But obviously, you shouldn't be worrying about it. You could just ignore that and use a full core. So back to the rotation, the free ping, sword wave, leap attack, the free ping, leap again, 3 ping before your ult, and do your ult. Now you don't have to do that additional 3 ping like I said. If you didn't do it, it's completely fine. There won't be any consequences if you don't do it. It's just that it takes a longer time to activate your first ult after a rotation. And that way you can get more orbs.
你个痛快吧！宿命的囚笼，由我斩断。
So now you've watched the clip. Now let's like break down like what I did.
跟随着我。
So first of all, it's just a typical alpha blue orb entrance. Pretty much just that. And here I'll use a core because you can see it's only a little bit health left, so the core will kill it. And now I need to wait for the second wave, because if I throw the sword immediately, Alpha will just go monkey mode. So I need to wait, throw my sword, kill the second wave. Until the highest point, I click my very QTE. When it slams, it kills the third wave. Now here, I have to wait until the fourth wave spawn, because if I directly use my ult, either I'm gonna lose damage or I'm not gonna kill it with the first half of my second ult. So in order to get that little bit more of damage, I use a 3 ping here before I use the ult. Then you can see the first half perfectly kills the fourth wave, and the rest of the damage goes to the fifth wave. And now I just do another ult again. I use a 3 ping. I use another ping. Now here's the point. I'm going to use Alpha's throwing sword to kill this wave, but the problem is I still got a little bit lack of damage.
Hello there.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna activate the QTEs. You can see you can like just pretend 21 is Lux. I use a QTE, and that damage, like I need the Da Vinci's bonus on my core and my throwing sword so I can kill this wave. So you can see that. So when I slam down, just instantly kill that wave. So I'm gonna wait here and charge my core for another rotation. And I will just finish off with my ult. And now this is how you plan your rotation on Alpha on Warzone. Now, what if you're not optimized? You don't even kill wave 6.
在一瞬，交给我吧。宿命的囚笼，由我斩断。深邃乱束缚，化为利刃。哼，刀下亡魂，放弃抵抗，生死在一瞬。真可怜，给你个宿命的囚笼，由我斩断。乱束缚，化为利刃。生死在一瞬。宿命的囚笼，由我斩断。深邃乱束缚，化为利刃。生死在一瞬。真可怜，给你宿命的囚笼，由我斩断。乱束缚，化为利刃。哼，刀下亡魂，放我不会留生死在一瞬。宿命的囚笼，由我斩断。深邃乱束缚，化为利刃。生死在一瞬。真可怜，给你个痛快吧。宿命的囚笼，由我斩断。祈愿会继续飞向远方。啊
Okay, now we've come to the last part of the video, which is the pancake section. Now, pancake is all about dumping all your orbs and damage all at once in the shortest amount of time. So, getting orbs really isn't our focus on this topic, unless your Crimson Wave is doing multiple rotations, like 2 or 3 rotations. But those are really niche, and I mean, you wouldn't use it if you're trying to get high scores, right? So in this section, I'm gonna be talking about like how to speed ult, what is like the optimal rotation for a 1 rotation kill or a 2 rotation kill, something like that. Okay, so now I'll be talking about Doubleslit. For this method, you need SSS or above alpha. So if you are 2S3 or double S, you cannot do this. So for this to work, you need a 3 ping from Vera, and you have to bring Deer as the pet, so that Crimson Wave can get another blue ping. So you're gonna do a 3 ping first, and you switch in alpha. Do a 3 blue ping, and you're gonna sword wave. See how much energy sword wave gives? That is why a Doubleslit is faster, because we need that additional energy. So if you do a very short amount of time of sword wave, and you're gonna cancel it with another 3 blue ping, and you're gonna ult. So if ideally you can do 2 3 pings and if everything works perfectly, you should be able to use your ult. So if you cannot ult after you done like a Doubleslit, that means you got something wrong, and it's probably because your sword wave lasts too short and your sword wave didn't give you enough energy. So yeah.
继续前进吧，这次胜利还不是终点。若是束缚，化为利刃。哼，我真可怜，给你个痛快吧。哼，刀下亡魂，宿命的囚笼。由我斩断！弱的束缚化为利刃，放弃抵抗吧！我真可怜，给你个宿命的囚笼，由我斩断！